to the Midnight Husha, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the very first season of Daredevil Born Again. Overall, I really did enjoy this season, but I will be honest that it was a bit of a letdown at the beginning as the new creative team were trying to rework what the old team did to make it their own story, and I think it's a very rough start, but by the time we get to the end, I am so excited. Like, I really enjoyed the last two episodes. I felt they were so good and got me a lot more excited for the second season, which I think is going to be a lot better if this team now has full control of what the narrative is going to be. I also gotta say, I am so glad that Marvel went with the direction and changed it up and made it more of a continuation of the Netflix series. That was such a smart choice because that show was so good, and it definitely felt weird to have like a sort of reboot of the Daredevil show, and not really. Now I'm going to get into some spoilers here for just a little bit, but my biggest critique of the show is the new characters that are introduced. I'm not really connecting to them. I think they're still decent, but they're nothing like the role that Karen and Foggy played in the original show. They were the glue with Matt, and that's just severely missing from this series. Now, of course, I will say, though, that first scene where Bullseye did ultimately kill Foggy, that was a great opener. It really just got me pumped. You get excited for this action, but also heartbreak. And you just, Foggy passing away from that, it was just so much. And I still couldn't believe they actually did that. But that also went to where Karen left New York. And they only appeared in like the first and last episode. So their spot in this show is no more. And I think that's a shame. I will say I really do like how the show focuses on Kingpin's rise as mayor. And their still sinister side is coming out. And we also have Matt kind of dealing with a lot of, does he suit up again? And really questioning his place as a vigilante. He's just trying to live a normal life, but he soon suits up again. I really like how the show balances that too. And I will say, with Kingpin, that last episode, that was so brutal what he did to the commissioner. And I don't even think the Netflix show did anything that level of gore. That was totally shocking. Now, this season has a few different kind of storylines throughout it. We, of course, have the White Tiger storyline, which I thought was okay. I really did enjoy it. It really kind of showcased, what a vigilante is and kind of what the justice system can do or go against them. And it was a very tragic ending with White Tiger, but I'm very curious to see what that emblem is going to be passed down to and what they will do with that one. And the other major storyline was, of course, with Muse. And I did like it, but it felt very rushed. I wish there was maybe another episode to this storyline, and maybe they just got rid of the whole, Matt Murdock saving people in the bank storyline, which I still thought was a pretty good episode, but maybe they could have just, switched things up a bit. But I really did enjoy, like I said earlier, the last couple of episodes. I thought that was so good, as you now still have, Kingpin going after Matt in a very different way. And I do really enjoy how we have, of course, the Punisher back. And I really enjoyed their dynamic in their appearances this season with Matt. That was so good. But boy, that last episode with the Punisher, really good. Also, Matt has a new costume this season. Of course they do, and I really do like it. But of course, the set photos for the second season suit, ooh, that looks so good. But yeah, overall, Daredevil Born Again first season was really good. I think they had a lot of great ideas, but it was very let down by the original creative team that I think was taking the show in not a great direction. And this new team, I think they did a good job patching things up and making a pretty entertaining, 9 episodes of television, but there's a few problems that I just don't think they could have fixed. I just don't think the choice of getting rid of Karen and Foggy was a smart one. But I really do enjoy seeing, of course, the rise of Kingpin as mayor and Matt kind of his new role and accepting his vigilante life. Definitely very interesting, but I'm very curious to see what now this new creative team can do with a second season that is all theirs and no one else's. What did you all think of this season of Daredevil Born Again? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.